AI in marketing is changing the way we're doing business. It's no longer a novelty. It's now an absolute necessity, and the people that are not adopting this are falling behind. We're no longer looking for incremental growth. Like, gone are the days where we're trying to chase like 20% better conversions on my sales page. Right now, we're chasing exponential results. It's all about exponential results because you can now achieve 400% growth, 500% growth from what you were doing before. So I want to tell you a little story, because remember we spoke about incremental versus exponential, right? So I chose this case study. It's a Black Friday case study, and I chose it because it is easy to optimize a campaign indefinitely, but it's so hard when you have time constraints. That makes it 10 times harder because now you have to innovate and execute and scale as fast as possible. It's like against time. So in 2021, we launched our first Black Friday campaign. And I kid you not, it was really embarrassing. So that time, we were just testing the waters. We have never done a Black Friday campaign before. We were deciding whether we wanted to do it. So we decided to just do 2 emails, send it to our entire list, and we just wanted to see what happened. We generated 800K from the 2 emails. But for me, that was not the test. Because to me, when I test, I need to know what happens after. It's not about the results that I get that day. It's about how does the cohort behave in the next 12 months? Because it's a subscription, right? So I want to see how engaged they are. What is the churn rate? What is the CLTV? Do they buy more? Do they buy less? I need to understand their behavior. What we found was shocking. That cohort was, number one, the most engaged cohort, because they felt like they were getting such a good deal that they were like, I'm going to consume everything. So most engaged cohort, that cohort also had the lowest churn. So it was our best churn rate ever from that cohort. And the secret to that was the offer, right? The way we did the offer was a price lock. So if you bought during the Black Friday campaign and you bought a discounted price, it will renew at that discounted price. So no one wanted to leave. Because if they left, they would be paying double on the membership. Now, the question is, how did we get there? I promise you it was not hard work. It was smart work. So there is a formula. There are 5 hacks here, and these 5 hacks stack up to come up with what exactly we did to scale. So the first hack is moving to AI campaigns, right? When you move to AI campaigns, you can literally double your results, no problem, right? So what you do is you let the AI do all the optimization of your campaign. So if you guys are not already using this, I highly suggest you start using Meta's Advantage Plus shopping campaign. It's a mouthful, but it's called ASC. So Meta's AI allows you to dynamically target the right audience with the right creative. It's like magic, okay? There's 2 benefits. So the first benefit is you can test not 1, not 10, but 100 different creative combinations. So it's coming up with the own combinations by itself. All you need to do is you need to upload your images, your video, your copy to the campaign, and let the campaign do everything. The second thing it does is it actually looks for audiences that are most likely to convert on your campaigns, on your offer, on your product, on your service. So it does all the heavy lifting. The second thing that we did is we used ChatGPT to turn our data into actionable insights. Now, if you are familiar with very big companies have a team to do this. They literally have a team that's either a strategy team or that's either a business intelligence team. They take all the data and they share with the marketers all the insights and strategies they can run. So marketers can look at performance and stuff, but they don't have to come up with all the strategies all the time because they can't dial into data like the way the analysts do, right? But with ChatGPT, you don't even need that. You can equip all your media buyers. Literally, all of you can be equipped with a tool that can give you business intelligence in seconds. That is game changer. And the best part is you don't even need to clean your sheets. You don't need to do anything. You literally just take all your data, upload it to ChatGPT, and in minutes, ChatGPT can churn out amazing, disruptive strategies. It's incredible to see. And you can even choose how you want your data to be visualized. So you can choose between a time series graph, histogram, bar chart, heat map. You decide how you want to use your data. So the next thing we did is, remember we spoke about agility? The fact that the Black Friday campaign is time-bound. So we have literally 2 to 3 weeks to scale the hell out of this campaign. And that's all they have. So now, in order to enable them to do that better, I needed to give them real-time data. So that means they needed to see the data as it was happening, live. Because then they could make decisions like this, super fast. So what we did is we used Google App Scripts. We pull data from the ad platform. We pull data from the payment gateways. We push this data into a Google Sheet. And literally, this gave the media buyers a pulse on the business. It was like having godlike powers. It was insane. Now, imagine this. So now they have a pulse on the business. They can see everything that's happening live in front of them. And they can see what's happening as they're rolling out new ideas. So the minute they roll out a test, the minute they change something, the minute they add new creatives, they can see the impact of that live. So now they were moving 5 times faster. And just by using real-time data, the team was able to scale from 100 grand to 800 grand in 3 weeks. This is just from one strategy. Okay, there's many benefits of real-time data. The first benefit is you go from being in a reactive state to a predictive state. So normally what we would do is we would look at our data, look at trends, and then decide what to do next. But when you have real-time data, you can actually, again, plug this data into ChatGPT. You can ask it to predict future trends. So you can actually now live in the future and say, when is the next spike going to happen? When is my CPMs going to drop? If you have historical data, you can do so many things about the future. So that led us to the next strategy, which is scheduling our budgets. So when we started scheduling our budgets, we actually saw a 4 times increase in ROI. So first what we did is we went to ChatGPT. We asked ChatGPT to analyze the best times, the peaks in sales. And when it gave us that period, they told us the best time to scale, this window, is actually between 11 p.m. and 3 a.m. So we're like, okay, we have this window. How can we maximize this window? So we used Meta's smart scheduling. And what we did is we scheduled our budget based on that. And then this happened. So with much less ad spend, we were generating a crazy amount of ROI just by scheduling our budgets. So you see, it's not about, can I have more ad spend? Can I have more data? It's actually more about, how can I use my ad spend super optimized, and how can I use the data that I have currently and leverage that to create more disruptive strategies? Okay, this is the last tip. This is a really good tip. But what if you could lower your CPMs by over 74%? What would that mean for clicks? What would that mean for customers? How can that impact your business? This is actually possible. So a lot of us, we are so obsessed with the creative that we miss something that is actually equally important, which is the comment section of your creative. So this is the place where potential buyers, they go to look for justifications of buying your product. So they're looking for answers to some questions. They're looking for positive sentiment about your brand. They're just looking for a reason to buy. Now, most brands neglect that. So there'll be spam comments, and there'll be someone just hating on you, and just a bunch of random stuff, right? But what if you could clean that up? So I used a tool called Brand Bastion. It's an AI tool, so it does everything for you, so I don't have to do any heavy lifting. So now you don't need a tool. You can actually just get a person to do it. You can get a customer support team to do it. Anyone can do it. It's super simple. But what you do is you respond to comments. You pin the best comment. You respond with links. You respond with offers. You engage with your audience. Once you start engaging, your results will change.